Welcome to the Storymakers Podcast. I'm Talina Adamo. Today, I'd like to share an article with you. The podcast I never planned to record. Finding creativity in the moments we never planned. Welcome to the Storymakers Podcast. I'm Talina Adamo, and I'm glad you're here. Take a seat with me on the writing bench. Sometimes all we need is a quiet place to slow down, think, and remember why we started creating in the first place. Today's conversation begins with a simple question. What if the interruptions aren't stopping the story, but becoming it? The podcast I never planned to record. Today was supposed to be a recording day. The kids were gone, the house was finally quiet, I had my article edited, my microphone set up, and a fresh cup of coffee sitting beside me. Everything was ready, or so I thought. Just as I hit record, a truck rumbled down the street. Then another. Then a dog started barking. Not just one bark, the kind of barking that makes you wonder if this dog has been assigned the important responsibility of announcing every squirrel, bird, leaf, or passing cloud to the entire neighborhood. I stopped recording, waited, tried again. Another truck, another bark, another interruption. After several attempts, I found myself thinking something I've thought far too many times over the years. Maybe today just isn't going to happen. And that's when I realized something. How often do the things we can't control convince us that the things we can control are impossible? The barking dog wasn't stopping me from being a creator. The trucks weren't preventing me from telling stories. They were simply changing what today's story was going to be. As creators, we spend so much energy trying to build the perfect conditions, the perfect schedule, the perfect office, the perfect camera, the perfect microphone, the perfect silence. But creativity has never really worked that way. Life interrupts. Children need us. Computers crash. The power goes out. Neighbors decide today is a perfect day to mow the lawn. And apparently, someone's dog decides to audition for a speaking role in your podcast. Those moments can feel incredibly discouraging because they arrive right when you're finally ready to make progress. The temptation is to call the entire day a failure. I've done that before, but today reminded me of something different. The obstacle became the content. Instead of recording the podcast I had planned, I found myself recording a completely different one. This one. Because maybe someone listening today has been waiting for the perfect conditions before starting their own creative project. Maybe you're waiting until life gets quieter, until work slows down, until the kids are older, until you have better equipment, until inspiration magically appears. I've learned that those perfect conditions rarely arrive. Most creative work is made in the middle of imperfect days. It's made between interruptions, between responsibilities, between unexpected setbacks. Sometimes the story you plan to tell isn't the one your audience needed to hear. Sometimes a real story is simply what happened while you were trying to create. So no, I didn't record the episode I had planned today. Instead, I recorded this one, dogs barking in the background and all. And honestly, I think I like the story even better. Because creativity isn't about controlling every circumstance. It's about continuing to create anyway. Even if the neighborhood dog has other plans. You hear him? He's still barking. Thanks for taking a seat with me on the writing bench. If you enjoyed today's conversation, I'd love for you to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes about writing, filmmaking, storytelling, and the creative journey. You can also follow the Storymakers on Substack, Spotify, and on my Talina Adamo YouTube channel, where I share new articles, podcast episodes, behind-the-scenes updates, and resources for storytellers. I'm also working on an exciting new series called Plot Your Story With Me, so stay tuned. I'd love to have you join me on that journey. Until next time, keep creating and keep telling your story.